Hi everybody and happy Friday. I just thought I'd come on today to recap on quite a few different topics that we've gone through lockdown, and more so than ever today are key. So yesterday I got a phone call from Ian right after the Scottish Government gave their announcement on the next phase of coming out of lockdown and what's going to happen. And there's some really positive things like the schools reopening full time, the little ones going back to nursery in a week and a half, and that's all great. One of the things that has changed, or they've decided to push back a little bit, is the opening of gyms. Now, to me, I had this fast reaction, which was quite negative. I just thought, but for my mental health and my physical health, I need to be at the gym, and I couldn't quite work out why are they opening bars and restaurants and everything and not allowing this to happen. So I had to slow myself down. That was my fast reaction, and it was very negative to something that I have no control over. So made me think, okay, let's slow down and let's flip it round to the positives, because I can't do anything about this. But we now have a date, I think it was the 14th or the 15th of September, which is about 6 weeks away. 6 weeks before my life probably returns back to normal, or I go back to working in the gym, possibly teaching classes. So it made me think, okay, what can I do in the next 6 weeks? And what kind of goals can I set? So now more than ever is a really great time to reassess your goals. What is it that you're wanting to achieve within the next kind of 6 weeks, and how are you going to do that, and why? So there's a lot of you coming out of shielding at the moment as well, and there could be quite anxious times ahead, or maybe really excited times ahead. And what is it that you're hoping to do, and how are you going to do that? So SMART goals. This is what I was thinking about this morning, and I was thinking, what is it that's gonna make me a different person or reach my goals in 6 weeks' time? So pre-lockdown, I was teaching 3 to 4 classes per day. That was my job. It wasn't necessarily something I would suggest for you to go and do, but for me, I have not been able to do that through lockdown because I have a small child. So I'm lucky if I get kind of 30 to 60 minutes of exercise in a day, it's not a huge deal for myself. But when I go back to work in 6 weeks' time, it may be that I want to go back to teaching 3 to 4 classes a day. So a really specific goal for me is to be able to do that when I go back to work, and do it with enjoyment and confidence. So when I teach a class, I love it. I have so much fun, so much energy, and I hope I get that across in a class. However, at this point in time, teaching 3 classes, I would probably be a heap on a floor and not feeling very confident or feeling very good about myself to do that. So I now have 6 weeks to get myself to that fitness again. Now that's really specific to me. That's not going to be anybody's goal out there. However, maybe your goal is that you would like to be able to walk from your house to Tesco's and back. Or you might be able to want to walk up a flight of stairs without stopping. Or doing 15 to 20 minutes of regular exercise 3 to 4 times per week. So what is it that would be really specific to you? It could be something non-fitness related, which is absolutely fine. So for me, I want to be able to get back to my classes and feel really confident and feel fit enough to do that. So that's really specific. Can I measure that? Yes, I can. I will know when I get back to my classes whether or not I feel confident and fit enough to teach all of my classes. So that's measurable. Perhaps yours is to walk up a flight of stairs without holding on or without stopping. So that again is really measurable. So if you told me you wanted to lose a stone, that's a really great goal, but why? What's that going to do for you? You're going to be able to fit into your clothes a bit better, feel more confident. What is it that's specific for you? How is it going to make your life better? So specific and measurable. Is it achievable? Okay, so at the moment, it's not achievable for me to do 3 classes back to back because I haven't been doing that, and it would be silly to try it. So achievable, what could you be able to do in 6 weeks' time that you can't do right now? Probably not run a marathon if you've only been walking the length of your garden. So just really thinking, what could I achieve in 6 weeks? And is it realistic? So it's not realistic if you don't have short-term plans in place. So what I mean by that is, what are you going to do today that's going to help you in 6 weeks' time reach your goal? Or what are you going to do this week? So I always think it's a great idea, maybe on a Sunday night, to sit down with a planner or a diary for the week and decide, what am I going to do on Monday? What am I going to do on Tuesday? Etc. through the week. So for me, it's really great news to hear that the nurseries are opening in about 10, 11 days time, because it means I'm going to have more time to put into myself when that happens. But that's in 2 weeks time. So I've got little goals or little steps over the next 10 days that when she goes back to nursery, I'll be able to up my fitness a little bit. So what is it that you're going to do on a weekly basis? Now, it could be wee things like going onto our website and looking through our education. So we've got lots of little 10-minute education videos that will just get you thinking again about your good eating or your exercise habits or your sleep habits or your self-management. So lots of little tidbits in there that could just get you thinking about your health and well-being. So it's not all about exercise, it's about your overall well-being. So is it realistic in the sense that you are putting a plan together? So if I want to teach my 3 classes in 6 weeks time, but in 3 weeks time I've not changed anything, then that's not going to be realistic. So it's got to be little bite-sized things that are going to help you. So for example, if your goal is to be able to walk or to get on the bus, I've heard a lot of people say, I can't wait to come to Atlantis, but I need to get on the bus first. So somebody was telling me the other day that their plan is just to get on the bus, do a wee tour of Benderloch, and then go home again. That's a really good plan in place for this week. Maybe 2 or 3 times, get yourself on the bus, go for a wee tour and get home again. So that's something that you've maybe not done for the last few months. It might be playing in the back of your head that it's different, it's going back to something, but small steps rather than in 6 weeks time trying to get to Atlantis and you've got all these other little things in place. Okay, and a time. So I've said this 6 weeks about 100 times in this little video. So is it time framed? So have you got an idea of when you'd like to reach your goal? It's maybe not 6 weeks, it's maybe 12, but as long as you've got the little measures in place to get there. So SMART, specific to you. It's all about you. Doesn't matter about anyone else when it comes to your goals. Can you measure it? At the end of it, are you going to be able to say, yes, I hit my target? Is it achievable? Okay, is it realistic? Have you put a plan in place? And is it time bound? Is it time framed? I think that's the boat coming in. So SMART goals, and that's what that stands for. And it's so, so important, because it's great to have a goal, but unless you put the measures in place, it's just a fairy tale, it's just a dream. So really, really thinking about those. So the reason I came on today was because of this fast and slow thinking, this positive and negative thinking, and to really put all that together. So my fast reaction yesterday was really disappointing. I was heartbroken that I wasn't going to just get back in and do the stuff that I love. But when I slowed down and looked at the positives, I've actually come out far more motivated than I went into it yesterday. So maybe yesterday didn't affect you whatsoever, which is absolutely fine. But just a few wee pointers. I just wanted to chat. Just wanted to come on and say hello. It's Friday. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Feel free to message me your SMART goals. It's always a great idea to find an accountability partner. So that's what I always do with my clients. I get you guys to check in with me on a weekly basis and make sure, tick, 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 that you're doing what you've said and planned out to do. So maybe find a partner. Maybe that's what you're missing from that gym environment, is the sociability factor. So maybe find a friend to actually go for a little walk with you, or do some of the exercises or our YouTube videos of Move Well. So yeah, find something for you that's going to be a really great goal for you. And I've rambled on for almost 10 minutes, so I am going to go. Have an awesome weekend. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe. Bye.